Okay.
Tess, can you please share your screen, guys?
You are too fast for me. I'm being slowpoke today. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, okay, Matthew. So that's our scoring sheet. So you gotta score yourself from 1 to 10. So I'm just gonna read to you 1, constantly underperforms on this outcome, intensively and immediately development required. 2 to 3, occasionally underperforms on this outcome, immediately development is required. 4, performs on the required standards, development and improvement is desirable. 5 to 6, occasionally overperforms on outcome. 8, 8 to 7 to 8, constantly overperforms on outcome. 9 to 10, outstanding performance, star performs. So can you please rate yourself on your client management?
Oh, okay. Am I just gonna give you the number, or I can control the mouse and type? How is it gonna happen? So I can just tell you the number.
Yeah, and then explain why you scored
Oh,
yourself. Yeah.
okay. Not a problem. On client management, I can say I'm on 7 to 8. The reason is I've worked at Jetline, which is a Jetline. It's a design and printing franchise. There, as a designer, you are responsible for interacting with the client from start to finish. That will mean you gather requirements from the client, you prepare a quotation, you design a mock-up, you communicate with the client via email and also via telephone. So there you complete the whole client interaction cycle. On top of that, I have worked for some design agencies, detail marketing in Pretoria, where I was responsible for managing, which is when you are managing something, you are dealing with people. So I've been working with people and also more especially our clients. So to communicate consistently with clients, which means client management might involve how do you retain clients. So it's not like it's about the first website design and that's all. So it's like how do we get client, and also how do we keep client? How do we constantly call clients to ask them that, okay, are there anything that they are struggling with? Let's say maybe outside the job that we have finished, if we have finished a website, where are they looking at keeping and engage with the client? So because of those reasons, I will give me a 7 to 8 in terms of client management.
Okay, thank you. And then what attendance?
Okay, in terms of attendance, tell me, is it attending work or attending to somebody else? Is it work attendance, like absenteeism or kind of a thing, or that one is not clear for me? Like, is it attending work? Like maybe I attend 2 days a week. That one is not very clear.
With regards to attendance, T, I'm just going to jump in here. So attendance is basically, do you take off quite frequently because you have personal matters to attend to? Are you quite available for your work at any time, even after hours when needed? Also, are you a very sickly person? Is it something that we have to take into consideration?
Oh, okay. Now I get it, and now it's clear. No, I'm an available person, committed, and also I take pride in what I do. So in terms of attendance, I would like to say I can give myself 5 to 6.
Okay. Okay, and the next one.
Okay. In terms of a discipline, I will give myself 7 to 8. The reason will be starting from my personal character, something let's say outside work. I am a more disciplined person. I listen to motivational success books, like books like the 8 Minute Manager, and also Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. The philosophy in that book is just saying that if you are to do task and there is a difficult one, start with the difficult and the boring one to help you to get things done. So I am disciplined in my personal life primarily, and also at work. I've got systems. I am a very systems-based person. I follow lean principles and Six Sigma, which means whenever I get into the work environment, I need to be some sort of efficient. I need to get things done. So I always develop systems around me, technology systems, administration system, where I will say I use sticky notes, and also I like to, in my work environment, I like to have a whiteboard and a marker. So to make sure that I keep track of what I'm doing, and also get in terms of time, I always I'm concerned about deadlines, and also I'm concerned about meeting the deadlines earlier and also starting early. I believe that starting early helps you to get things done and finish things on time.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. And then admin and responsibilities.
Can you just give me a brief explanation, sorry, man, in admin and responsibilities? What do you mean? Like admin in terms of my own work, what I do, how am I responsible? And that one is not clear for me, sorry, man.
Yes, can you please? Okay.
These are quite daunting just to explain, to be honest. So admin and responsibilities, let's say you have like 100 emails that's coming through. Are you making sure that you respond to all of your requests? Those that you can't respond to right now, you let them know, I'm going to look at it for you and come back to you. Do you file your old emails? Do you make sure that all of your artwork is saved on a drive to ensure if your computer crash, something's happened? Stuff like that. It's more all of the other nitty-gritty things looking at instead of just the design work.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for the explanation. Okay. In terms of admin and responsibility, I will give myself 5 to 6. The reason is as I've said on my previous answer, that I am a more systems-based person. I'm just going to give you guys some sort of an illustration of what I did, or how far do I go with intensive administration. Where I was working at, I think it was Jetline. I even went as far as developing a web app that will help me to clearly send emails very fast and efficient, and also it's going to remind me about my deadlines, my due date, and coming back to clients on time. And also in terms of being responsible, I keep some sort of a constant engagement with the client, like making sure that I reach their goals, and also I use a lot of softwares or online administration tools. For instance, I use Google Keep if the work environment allows me to, whereby I keep track of things that I've done today and jobs that are due tomorrow. So also I make use of Outlook systems, which is your calendars, your reminders, and everything. Hence, I would give myself a 5 to 6 in terms of administration.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I broke up there. I just want to confirm it's a 7, hey?
I think I said 5 to 6.
6. Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
And then problem solving.
Okay, in terms of problem solving, I will give myself 7 to 8. The reason will be having a software development background. In software development, problem solving is the first thing that you are taught thoroughly, which means when your approach to problem solving, first of all, you need to have some steps into how you solve the problem. You need to first analyze. I will just give an example of what I mean. Software development is about first of all analyzing the problem, trying to understand what is it that we are trying to solve before you get into doing. We also got a saying in software development that says an hour spent in planning prevents 3 hours in execution. So it means that your approach to problem solving needs to be some sort of tactical, or needs to be some sort of strategic, meaning that whenever you are presented with a problem, you must not get into quickly solving it, but you need to understand the nature of the problem and also rationalize and think through creatively and otherwise in getting into the solution. So there I will give myself 8.
Okay, thank you. And following through?
Okay, following through, I will give myself 5 to 6. The reason will be I do always a follow up, first of all, internally in my own team. If I'm given a task, maybe my senior has forgotten, I always do ask them nicely to say that you said we have this deadline. I just want to check how far we are so that we cannot be inconvenient to the client. And also I do a follow up to client by email and also by telephone. So I will give myself 5 to 6.
Okay, thank you. And upskill?
Sorry, where are we now? Are we skipping targets or
no?
Number 13?
Targets, I mean, I'm sorry about that. I jumped.
Oh, okay. Not a problem. Yeah. In terms of target, I will give myself 7 to 8. The reason will be I am more goal oriented and also client conscious kind of a person and a designer, and also I've got a little bit of knowledge about project management. So sometimes you miss the target because of you were not careful in your resources. So meaning that whenever you're going to take an undertaking, you must be some sort of target or deadline conscious. That will mean that you need to also enable yourself to know that everything that you're going to need, you already have. I'm a big fan of Murphy's Law that says if anything can go wrong, it will go wrong. That always put me in a situation whereby in whatever that I'm doing, I need to check and eliminate all the processes that doesn't add value to the client, so that I cannot waste my time on things that doesn't add value or help me to meet the target. So for target, I will give myself 8.
Okay, thank you. And upskill?
In terms of upskill, this one I'm gonna try to answer it as I think I understand it. Please correct me in case I got it wrong. I'm first of all, I'm sort of a self-driven person. I know that technology is an ever-changing field. Technology and design is an ever-changing field. Today you are in the game, tomorrow you are out of the game, because there is a new digital marketing platform, there is a new website framework that you have to quickly learn and adapt. So in terms of upskills, I've got an account on Udemy. I'm always trying to push myself to learn new things, to understand the design trends, to understand visually where is the world going, getting inspiration primarily from overseas companies, and also marketing and designing geniuses. So in terms of upskill, I will give myself a 7 to 8. I'm always constantly trying to improve.
Thank you. And
efficiency, I would like to give myself 9 to 10. This is something that I'm a big fan of. First of all, as I've said before, I'm a big fan of lean principles, to eliminate the steps that doesn't take us forward, or they take value away from the client. So this means that when I'm working in whatever that I do, I always create systems so that I can do things religiously. For instance, when I start my day, I've got already a list that I have prepared yesterday. I don't start my day today in the morning. I start my day yesterday when I'm knocking off. I need to have a checklist that this is what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna do it. When I'm done with a design or a website design, I need to have a checklist to check that. Did I check my spelling? Did I write everything that the client wants? Did I make all the changes? Because sometimes in web design or design in general, you quickly do the changes and send them to the client, and it's more some sort of embarrassing, or it takes away from my character when the client comes back and say that you didn't make this change. So in terms of efficiency, that's my highest point. I've also went as far as adapting some philosophies, other philosophies from other countries like UKZN. Also, I was once responsible for implementing ISO 9001, which is it's some sort of a well-recognized standard on efficiency and also customer satisfaction.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks so much for your time. Tess, any questions?
Yes, Matthew, I just want to know, do you have your own computer or your own laptop to work from?
Yes.
All right, and do you have reliable transport getting to and from the office?
Or what I was planning to relocate, because now I'm in Deep Sloot, somewhere close to 4 ways. So if maybe I'm the suitable candidate, I was planning to relocate as soon as possible, since I'm afraid that public transport is not reliable.
Okay, I see. Okay, we unfortunately only have about 1.5 minutes left, but thank you so much for your time today. We will definitely be in touch. We just need to run everything through our management team as well, get their feedback, and then you'll hear from us soon.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much for your time, guys. Have a great day further.
Cheers,
Okay,
bye.
Bye.
Oh, wait, before I forget, Matthew, I'm going to send you the recording of this meeting and also the scoring sheet just for you to sign, please.
Okay, not a problem. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, bye.